All right. Okay, so thanks so much for joining and doing this. This is always such a delight. So I love to start in a way that just centers us, because I feel like working from that space helps us to work in a healthier way than pushing ourselves too hard or just learning what we need. So take a moment and lengthen your toes, and then lift and lengthen your heels. See that your feet feel a little bit flatter or wider, and grip down each toe. And see if you can feel how that'll actively lift your arch. And that opens your ankle joint. And then add a softness to your knees. And keeping that feeling in your legs, simply lift up from the crown of the head. So you feel like you're pulling your body longer, grounding, lifting. And then just adding a little opening and posture through the heart. Take the shoulders back. Take the tailbone down. So not into the body, but just down. So you feel your abs lock on. And then feel your hips open just a little bit. So it's a little bit of a core feeling. And lastly, just think about the ribs. And if they're pointing forward, just draw the lowest rib down. And then take a breath, just standing in this long posture that you're open, you're strong and supported. And take a deep breath and notice what you need from this practice. And if there's anything you want to work on letting go of, on an exhale, just exhale that out. And then one more time, just take a breath. I want you to notice how your body is, what do you need? And then exhale, let go of whatever it is that's tense. And then we'll start to move. So you can lift a knee, lift your arms, and a nice deep breath. In and out. So here, in that lifting, two directions, so think about the crown of the head being the high lift. So not necessarily the arms. That'll keep your core more engaged. And then push down through the grounded foot. And just enjoy it. You can kind of wiggle around what would feel good on this day. Nice deep breath. And see if you can do 2 more sets and make it what you want. So what would feel great? And then when you're ready, you can reach and pull back. Nice deep breath, yes. And really exhale, relax the jaw, relax the heart. And you can really reach forward and open the shoulder blades. That'll feel good. And then reach back and open the heart. Yes, and really ground through the feet. And then last 2. And we'll alternate. So opposite arm, opposite knee. So once you get one going, it's usually helpful. Nice deep breath. And again, make it your own. Stretch as much as you want on each side. Your body is different every single day. Last 2. And then the last one, and we'll twist. So reach up and then twist down. Nice deep breath. And each exhale, see if you can draw the belly in, and that will help you really twist your spine. And then each inhale, see if you can stand straighter, spread your collarbones. So we're just working on massaging the waist, but also having that posture in between, muscle memory. And one more set. And then come on down, inhale, reach up. So again, reach as much as you want. You can clasp and lift and take the tailbone back if you're doing a little back bend. Nice deep breath. Take one more breath, soft knees. And then release one hand down and you can side bend. So again, your knees being soft are really going to help your spinal fluid just flow throughout the body, but also helping those joints stay very healthy. If it feels good, lift the chin and take your elbow back, shoulder blades together. And notice your low back. If it ever gets tight, see if you can elongate it by taking the tail out of the body and down towards the ground. One more breath. And then inhale, reach up, and exhale, opposite side. And again, what does your body need? Lift from the heart. Stretch as much as you want through the arm. Soft knees. And if it feels good, chin up, elbows back, shoulder blades back. Nice deep breath. And then one more deep breath in, deep breath out. And inhale, reach up. Let's clasp in front, tuck the chin, and rock around so that you're rounding your back like a cat stretch. So you want to open up your mid-back. And then one more deep breath. And exhale, hands come back, clasp and lift your heart. And just, again, wiggle, open up your heart center. And one more deep breath. What is it that you need? And then exhale and let it go. You can shake it out if that feels good. We're gonna grab weights if you're using them and the block if you're using it. Or a little pillow or water bottles are a good option if you don't have weights. So if you're using a little block or pillow, bring it between the feet and then lengthen out the toes. Lift and lengthen the heels back and just hug that block using your inner thighs. And then elbows can come up, drop the tail, lift the crown, and hug your ribs in. So it's what you practiced at the beginning. Yes. And then little tiny pulse and pulse and pulse. So the elbows just move an inch up and down and down. Yes. And then staying in this, so without any change, you can kind of keep it going as you scan down your body. And I want you to notice, what are you holding tense that doesn't have to be? Can you lengthen? Can you relax? Nice deep breath. Yes, you look awesome. And then soft knees, long head to tail. For 3, 2, and then down and hold. Up an inch, down and hold. Up an inch, down and hold. So if you want to use your breath, exhale on that squeeze. Inhale, relax. Exhale, squeeze. So that squeeze and breath out will help you strengthen the abs inward. It's all optional. Just do what feels great. Yes. For 3, so feel the work in your shoulders. Last 2. Last 1. So stay at the bottom. Take the elbows back an inch. Back and back. Yes. So here, the goal is to keep your ribs quiet. So no rocking. So it uses a lot of core work, even though you're working your shoulders. And then notice again your body. Is anything tight that you really don't need to have tight right now? Nice deep breath. Relax the jaw, the collarbone. How can you use your energy to what feels helpful? For 3, 2, 1. Little L's. Up, down, back, and in. Up, down. Nice deep breath. And notice again, is your neck tight? Could you relax it? How about the face, the jaw, the knees? Find where you can put your energy where you really want to use it. For 3, 2, 1. Stay at the bottom. We're going to lift. So up, 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 and then come down. Up, 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 and then down. Yes, you look awesome. So feel your posture, lengthening head to tail, opening your heart. For 3, and 2. And then we're going to stay at the bottom in a little circle. Circle and pause. Circle and pause. Yes. For 3 more. And 2. So nice and controlled. Now reverse your direction. So maybe you're going the opposite way and then pause. Yes. And lengthen head to tail. What can you relax? Last 3. And 2. So you're almost there. 10 quick pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Rock it out. You did awesome. Okay, so we're going to work the triceps next. So give yourself a shake, whatever's going to help you power through. And then we'll find our feet again. So lengthen the toes, lengthen the heels back, squeeze the legs, and then shoulders roll back, head to tail. And then lift your elbows, and arms go long. Yes, you look great. Okay, so finding your posture, lengthen head to tail, feel that strength, and then a little lift up and up. So take your mind into your tricep and just notice the way it's going to squeeze and squeeze and squeeze. So I want you to think about that for a moment. And then keeping that going, use your body scan again. So can you scan down and notice what doesn't have to squeeze? You could relax to make your experience feel a little bit more enjoyable. And then ribs hug in, lengthen head to tail, roll the shoulders back. Yes, you look great. So 3, 2, and then up and hold. Down an inch, up and hold. So take a break whenever you need. The goal is to keep your long posture. So that means open shoulders, hugged in ribs, and lengthen head to tail. Yes, you look great. For 3, and relax. And 2, and 1. Now bring the elbows up. We're going to bring the hands towards each other. So in and in, so towards the spine. Yeah. And notice your shoulders. If they roll forward, just roll them back. And match that engagement with a little hug of your rib cage. So abs and back are working in unison to feel supported front to back in an even way. You look great. For 3, 2, 1, little L's. In, up, down, out. In, up, yes. And can you breathe? And it doesn't have to be perfect, so you can relax if you ever want. Just keep the pulses going. If you're moving, you're shaping that muscle. So roll the shoulders back, hug the ribs for 3, 2, and then up and stay. Little bend in the elbow, push it straight. Little bend, press through the knuckles. Little bend and push, yes. And breathe through what you feel. Do you need a break? Do you want less? You stand up straight. If you want more, you bend over. For 3, and 2, and then palms face up and pause. Roll the shoulders back, find your posture, and now a little lift, and lift, and lift. So you're almost there. So breathe deep, take a break, jump back in, roll the shoulders back, hug the ribs. For 3, 2, and then up, little scissor, in and out. So this is it before our pulses. So you've got it. For 4, 3, open your shoulders, hug the ribs. Last one, up, 10 quick pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug it in, you did great. Release the block. And take a nice deep breath. And then let one of the weights go. And you'll take the other arm, lift it up, gently drop it down. And then you can gently hold on to your elbow. Nice deep breath. So reach up as much as you want through this side. Nice deep breath. Relax the knees and just notice what changed in your body and see if you can calm anything that got worked up. One more deep breath. And then exhale, take your left or your opposite hand, your right hand onto the back, and you can hold on to it. So you don't have to hold on to the weight. The goal is just to open that shoulder. Nice deep breath. And then again, scan down your body and notice, how do you feel? And could you comfort anything that feels tight? And can you celebrate anything that feels worked? That is a goal. It's the sign of your growth and change. And then one more deep breath. And when you're ready, gently release the hand with the weight in front. Hug it down and just rock with it. Nice deep breath in and out. And then can you wiggle around and find a new stretch before you change? So really get to know your body. And then flip your hand so the palm goes the opposite direction of what it was. And again, can you make a little bit of a movement to find a great stretch? And then gently let that go and we'll switch. So hand comes up and you can gently drop it back. Nice deep breath. So again, stretch up as much as you want through that side, as much or as little. Nice deep breath. See if you can soften your shoulders. And then the hand that's light, bring it around. Let it either just open your shoulder or you can hold on to the weight there. And again, breathe. Notice, how do you feel? Could you let something go? Could you relax your face or your jaw? And then 2 more breaths. So in those 2 breaths, maybe move around. What would feel great? And then when you're ready, take the hand that has the weight, bring it in front. Hug it down. And just move around a bit to find a stretch that feels great for your body. And how are you breathing? See if you can slow it down. No matter what pose you're in or circumstance, you can find your breath and then slow it down. That'll help you have a calmer experience. So one more breath, maybe move around, find a new space that you can open. And then flip your palm. And again, breathe deep. And see if you can relax the jaw, the face, the knees. And 2 more breaths. So again, in those 2 breaths, do you want to move? Do you want to rock? Find some more space that you can open. And one more deep breath in. And then let it go. So you did awesome. So just make sure you have enough space to move. We're going to do some sun salutations next, while we also work the body in our bar fashion. So if you have a mat, just stand at the short edge of it. If not, just find room to step back. So find yourself one more time. So lengthen your feet, lift head to tail, soft knees, open heart. And then take a deep breath. Either notice how you feel now compared to the beginning, or just notice what you need. And then with that in mind, inhale and reach up. So all the way lengthening the body, and then exhale and dive down. Hands to shins or under the toes, flat back extend, breathe in. And then exhale and let it go. Knees bend, step the right leg back first, and we'll pause and find our low lunge. So here, you want to just make sure your knee is over top of your ankle on the front, or closer to you. And then ground your toes. Can you grip the mat, feeling your arches lift, your ankles open? And then left arm inhale, reach it up for a twist. Shoulders roll back. And take a nice deep breath, trying to lengthen wrist to wrist this first time. And then exhale, bring your hand back down. Knees bend, step back to your downward dog, or you can have child's pose with the knees on the ground. So find what feels good. Soften the knees and lengthen head to tail. Take a breath and roll your elbows out, your armpits out. Feel your shoulder blades connect in the back. And then with strong hands, so power your hands down. If you want to flow forward, inhale forward to your plank. Shoulders over wrist. So you can be kneeling or lifted. Inhale, and then exhale the whole way down. Toes point back, and inhale up to baby cobra. So you engage the back muscles and lift your heart. Now tuck your chin to lengthen the back of the neck. Notice your tailbone and take it down towards the heels. And that's going to lengthen the muscles in the low spine. And then exhale, let it go. We're going to lift 2 more times, but do it with our pulsing. So we're going to inhale, up, 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 and then exhale, let it go. So let's just do that one more time. So it's baby cobra, but we're taking it higher. So inhale, lift, 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 and exhale, let it go. Awesome job. So tuck the toes, push back to your downward dog or your child's pose, puppy pose, anything in between. And take a nice deep breath. And how's your body? What would feel good to lengthen or to loosen? And then once you have that, where do you want to put your strength? Now strong hands again. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees and step the right leg forward and find your low lunge on this side. Can you line up your knee, your ankle, your toes? And take one deep breath. Again, strengthening the toes, feeling your feet open. Right arm, inhale, twist it up. Exhale, shoulders back. And as you lengthen out wrist to wrist, I want you to also notice your knees. Can you line them back up with the toes? Great posture. You look awesome. One more deep breath in. And exhale, hands come down. Bend your knees, step forward, and allow yourself to relax. So you can just shake it out, yes and no. Roll the shoulders. One more deep breath, whatever it is that you need. Go ahead and find it. And then bend the knees a lot. So you can lift your eyes, let the blood flow, and then inhale and rise up. Nice deep breath all the way up. And exhale, hands come back down. And we'll find our mountain posture again. So take a moment to lengthen the feet, lengthen head to tail. Knees soften, and just take a breath to hold space for yourself, however your body is, however your mind is in this moment. One deep breath. And then when you're ready, inhale and reach up. So make it what you want, arms where you want, body as long as you want. And then exhale and dive down. Hands to shins or under the toes and lengthen flat back, breathe in. And exhale, let it go. Knees bend and left leg is going to step back this time. So first, the front knee is going to be important because we're going to put a little more weight into it. So make sure it's right above your ankle, closer to you. And then inhale, lighten hands. And if you want, we'll come up with goalpost arms. So arms come back. Yeah. Now lengthen your toes like you practiced last round. So I want you to feel your feet. And I'll bend the back knee. And we're just gonna pulse, 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 and then straighten the legs. And pulse, 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 and then straighten. Pulse, 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 and then straighten. One more time. Inhale, and exhale, hands come back down. Bend the knees, sit back to your downward dog or child's pose. Whatever's gonna help your body feel best. And take a cleansing breath. So when you hear the word cleansing, how would that feel in your body? And then with strong hands, when you're ready, inhale forward to your plank if you like. Kneeling or lifted, feel the strength in the shoulder blades, in the ribs. Inhale. Exhale, slowly lower halfway or all the way. And then inhale up. So baby cobra or up dog this time. And then exhale back to your downward dog or child's pose. And take 2 more deep breaths. Soft knees, lifted tail. What is it that you want or need in this moment? And then inhale. And exhale, bend the knees and step the left leg forward. Take as much time as you need to find where you can feel strong there. Knee over ankle, heel closer out in front. And then take a deep breath and start to lighten the hands. And when you're ready, come on up, elbows bend back. So here, let's focus a little bit on the back and why we have the elbows like this. So feel your shoulder blades come together. And then you are in a very gentle back bend. So at the same time, just hug the muscles around your ribs so that you feel solid and supported front to back. Yes. And then back knee, we're gonna bend it and just pulse, 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 and then straighten the legs. Inhale and exhale, pulse, 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 and then breathe in. And last time, pulse, pulse, pulse. Inhale up, and then exhale, come back down. Knees bend, step forward, and let yourself relax. If you want, hug your elbows or the backs of your knees. Find a stretch that'll feel great for your body. Take 2 more breaths, allowing your spine to relax so that it's loose and ready to work. And then knees bend a lot. Lift your eyes first, and then inhale and rise up and find what you want out of your stretch. And exhale, come back down when you're ready. All right, so we're gonna do some wider plies. And if you want, you can hold on to 1 weight or 2 weights just to have a little extra. So I'll show that, but you don't have to if you don't want to. All right, so feet. We'll take them wide. And then knees, I want you again, just like you practiced in the lunges, to have your knees a little bit closer to you. And then lengthen head to tail and hug your ribs in. All right, so shoulders, take them back. And then again, notice your ribs in. So that's gonna keep you straight instead of a little bit of a back bend. So your weights are just extra if you want. We're gonna take the hips down and then pulse, 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 and just come on up. So knees are gonna be soft when you lift. So knees are always a little bit bent. All right, so down, pulse, 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 and lift. And down, pulse, 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 and lift. Yes, so breathe now. What could you relax? And maybe your breath helps if you breathe in here, and then exhale, push the heels. Yes, so shoulders back, pulse, 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 and then lift. And exhale, pulse, 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 breathe it out. Yes, awesome. So 3 more, and lift. And then all we're gonna add is the heel raise or the releve. So we're gonna come down, pulse, 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 and now slowly with control, just lift without your heels on the mat. So that's just if you want. And then bring down, heels down, pulse, 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 and then push through the toes, balls of the feet, yes. All right, down, 3, 2, 1, and then releve, heels up, yes, awesome. So we're gonna come down and then lift. And 3 more times, so down, and then exhale, push through the balls of the feet. You're doing awesome. You can feel your calves shaping. And then lift. And last one. So after this one, I want you to come down, and then we'll stay. So heels down, lengthen the toes again, and just come on down and hold. Up an inch, down and hold. Up an inch. So you're welcome to drop the weights at any point. You can now feel why we have them. It's a little bit extra. Down and hold. And then up, yes. And how's your breath? What can you open in this moment? And then hold, and then up an inch. All right, now we're gonna come down and stay, and just lift one heel, and then pulse, 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 and then drop that heel. Other side, so lift the heel, and then a controlled pulse, 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 and then that heel down, other side. Inhale, and then exhale, and then bring it down and switch. So just a couple here. So pulse, 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 and then down. So 2 more sets. So lift this heel, spread your toes. What can you relax? Bring it down. Other side. How's your tailbone? Can you drop it down, lengthen your low back? Last set. Heel up, pulse, and then down and up. Second side. Heel up, and then pulse. And then stay here. We're going to count to 10. So you can either have your heels down, if you want heels up, and just 10, 9. Yes, you're doing awesome. Feel the strength in your body. Feel the shake of your muscles changing. And 10 quick pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You made it. Walk the feet in and let the weights go. Great job. Shake it out. So we're going to stretch that before we work the back of the legs. So if you have a chair or a countertop, now is a good time to just bring that around or close to you. And then hold on to it and pick a foot, and you can take it back. So we're going to start with dancer's pose to stretch. So here, line up knee to knee, and then shoulders come back and lengthen head to tail. Doing a very gentle back bend here. Tail back, head up. Now if you want to lean forward, you're welcome to lean forward, and you can even let go of the chair if you want to practice your balance. And how can you relax around the chest, the face, the jaw? And take about 2 more deep breaths, extending your body with fullness. 1 more deep breath. The hand that you're holding with that foot, I want you to take that foot in front, drop the heel down, toes up, and then lean back so that you can stretch the calves since you worked them as well. So you can hold on to your foot if you like that, and then rock it around. And just breathe. 1 more deep breath. And then feet together, bend the knees a lot, and that'll allow your back to release as you slowly, slowly roll up. Great job. So second side, so take your other knee back, hold on to it, and then soften knee to knee, and create that very gentle back bend. Tailbone back, crown of the head lifts, lengthen the neck, shoulder back. And take a deep breath or 2. And when you're ready, if you like leaning forward, you can lean forward. If you like letting go of the hand and reaching it, you can do that as well. Nice deep breath. See if you can square up the hips to the mat. And then what would feel good for your body? Where do you want to extend? Draw the belly in, that might help your low back extend. Or pushing a little bit more foot to hand. Last deep breath. And then exhale, take your heel in front, drop it down, hips back, and if you like, hold on to that foot. And do as much little rocking around to find your stretch as your body wants. And even here, you can be mindful of that foot health, the other foot, the toes push down gently to lift your arch. All right, fantastic. So bend the knees, line up the feet, and slowly roll it up 1 more time. Even wiggle it out if you want, opening up each vertebrae. So we're going to stand for 1 more set of moves, and then we'll come to the mat. So if you have something to support you, now's a good time to just hold on to that. And we're going to take our feet back just a few feet from the chair so you can bend the knees, and then lengthen head to tail. And using your leaning forward, we're going to lift one leg and take it back. So here, see if you can line up your hips towards your chair or the same direction as your toes. Soften your knees and then lengthen. So the back leg, we're just going to create little circles with the toes. So nice and straight, pointed toe, yes. And feel your hamstring, feel your glutes. And then reverse. See if you can lighten the weight that you're pushing onto the hands. The more you balance, the more it'll be in your body. 2, 1. All right, now all I want you to do is rotate your knee out. So you're turning your knee out to the side. So the toes are out to the side. So your hip is open to the side. And then again, little circle, little circle. So now you're feeling it in the side glute. Yeah, really great. And shoulders stay square to the mat. And reverse your circle. 3, 2, 1. And now we're going to bend our knee, flex your foot. So the outside of the knee goes up. And then we're just going to point and straighten. Bend and flex, outer knee up, point and straighten. So it's bend, flex, lift, and then straighten. Yes, for 3, and then shoulders square to the mat, and point, and 2, and then point, and last one, and then point. Feel the squeeze of your outer glute, lift it up, and 10 quick pulses. So leg lifts up, up, yes. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. You don't need many of those. So take the leg that was behind you, flex that foot, cross it over your knee, and then just sit your hips back and rock around. And again, let your spine release. So hold the belly in enough to feel like you're able to strengthen your abs and help your back open. Nice deep breath. What could you soften? Maybe it's your jaw or your cheeks. And just relax. And then feet down when you're ready. Bend both knees and give yourself that spinal roll up. And shoulders roll back. And I'll just move my chair so that my leg's on the outside again. All right, so if you want to take a cleansing breath, even using your arms, you can lift and lengthen. Just allow yourself to have freedom that this side is brand new. So do whatever movement will help. Okay, so we'll line up our toes again with our hips. Knees, toes facing the same direction. Step a few feet away from your chair. And then lengthen up head to tail. Hold the belly in nice and strongly. And then you're going to take the opposite leg and bring it back. And this first round we stayed square. So hips square to the mat, toes and knees square to the mat. And then the back leg, all we do is little circle, little circle. So your grounded foot, can you grip the toes to the mat and lift that arch? And then reverse your circle. And then up and lift. And we're going to take our knee, and I just want you to turn the knee out. So you're just turning it out. Now square the shoulders towards your mat again. Your hips are in line with your knees, so they're kind of going in 2 directions. And then all we're going to do is lift that leg up and up. Yes, nice deep breath. And then little circle. And reverse your circle. And then here we go for the bend. So I want you to bend your knee, flex your foot, take the outside of the knee up, and then out and straighten and point. Bend the knee, flex it up, and out, straighten and point. So how are your abs? Can you really draw them in? Can you lengthen the tail out of the body? Square your shoulders to the mat. Lengthen, and then bend and lift. Last 2, breathe through it. Thank your body for all the work. Last one, bend, and then out and point, and 10 quick pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You did great. So gently bend that in, flex the ankle, cross it over your thigh. Sit back and add some movement. Let your breath be deep and your body be free so you can find what you need. Nice deep breath. And celebrate your body. Think about all it's done so far. Just add a little gratitude for that. One more breath. What could you soften? Feet together first, and then bend the knees and gently roll up. And exhale, shoulders back. So now come to the mat. And I want you to bring your little blocker pillow. If you choose, I'll have an option with it. And feel your back body, all the strength that you did. Okay, so we're going to roll down first. So you're welcome to just lay on the mat if you don't want the extra little ab work. So if you do want the ab work, feet down, open up your chest, nice deep breath in. And then exhale, round your tailbone under. And you're allowed to do that because we're rounding the whole back. And slowly lay your vertebrae down. one at a time. And then you'll let yourself go. All right, so this block, you're gonna put it right between the feet or your little pillow, something light, and just hold it. And then open up your shoulders again, or open up your chest from the front, so shoulders together in the back. Nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, I want you to take your feet down, but your abs are staying solid so that the back doesn't move. So you only go down as far as you feel like you can hold your abs. And then when you're ready, you're gonna bring it back up, arms come up, see if you can hold on to the block, and then bring the feet down without it. And then lift it back up. And again, put the block between the feet, and then feet will go down. And exhale as you lift. So I want you to focus on letting go of your jaw and lengthening out through the toes so your body stays long. And then hold the block each time if you have it. And now think about the hip flexors, and can you relax them down? And then just notice your legs. At this point, they're getting tired. So I want you to only go down as far as your back is okay. We're just gonna do 3 more like this. Yes, you're doing awesome. So 2 more sets. And knowing that you only have 2 more sets, what do you need in these sets to get through in a way that you feel celebrated and strong? Nice and controlled, last set. Holding on to the block for 1. Nice and controlled lift, and then lowering the legs without the block for 1. And then come on up. This time release the block, hug the knees, and give your back a little break in between. So you did awesome. All right, so now you can lengthen the legs up, and to make it a little bit easier, you can put your fingertips, your thumbs right underneath your tailbone. So roll the shoulders back, and then gently lower the legs to the 45. Now think about your abs. And as if you put a brick on top of your low abs, I want you to exhale down and lift the legs just about 3-4 inches, and then lower them back down. Lift about 3 or 4, and then lower. For 3, and lower, and 2, and lower. Yes, I know it's hard, breathe through it. Last one. Now bend the knee, and come on up and just gently tap that ankle and look out the other long leg. So if it's hard to have a leg long, just bend and put the foot down. Ready, breathe in. And then exhale, switch pause. I want you to take a whole breath. Lengthen out through the toes that are extended. And then switch. So you're feeling your obliques and using them nice and strongly. Switch and pause. And then switch and pause. So a very gentle tap onto the bent leg. And can you relax your neck? You can even lay your head back down if you want. Last 3. And switch. Last 2. And relax. What could you lengthen? What could you soften? Last full set. And then final move. So put the feet together. Bring your knees out and wide. And you can put your hands underneath your tailbone again if you want that extra support. If not, arms out anywhere next to you. All right, so open your shoulders. Nice deep breath in. Heels together and just reach them out. And then bend the knees, bring them in, abs holding tight, and then exhale, reach them out. Again, the goal is to keep the back and the abs stable. So knees come in, last 3. You've got it, you're almost there. Yes, you look great. Last 2, how low do you want the legs? Just find what your abs need. And last 1. And then hug it in and rock it out. You did awesome. So take a deep, relaxing breath. So thankful for what your body did. Now I want you to lengthen one leg, hug the other knee in. Now hug the knee in as high as you can so that you can open the long leg hip. And then roll your ankle in both directions. Nice deep breath. Can you relax around the chest? And then hold behind the leg, draw the heel up, and a big ankle circle in both directions. And then generally relax there, just staying as you are. And I want you to use your exhale to melt your muscles into the mat, seeing if you can soften your jaw and your cheeks and your face. One more breath. And then the leg that's on the ground, put your hands on that hip to hold it in place. The leg in the air, let it drop open away from the body and just catch it anywhere you like. So you can hold your toes. You can just gently hold on to the outer thigh. The goal is to stretch inside your legs. Nice deep breath. And then again, can you use your exhale to melt your muscles towards the mat? One more deep breath. And then exhale, bend that knee that you're holding. Tuck your toes behind the opposite leg and going for a twist. Cross your knee over the body, stack your hips, and look in the other direction. And your arms can be supportive, so your hand could gently rest on your knee, other hand on your belly, or out to the side. And how can you breathe in a way that helps you relax and feel supported? And then gently come back to center. This time hug the knees, and you can even lift the legs and the head up into the air to straighten out the back. Joyful child's pose. And then we're going to switch. So your opposite leg goes down, and start with bending in your knee. So bend it as high as you can to stretch and lengthen the hip in the grounded leg. Roll your ankle. As you're ready, lift the heel up to the air, hold behind, and again, roll the ankle. And then come to a steady space and start to breathe in a way that you're using your breath to support your practice. So breathing in, feel that loosen and energize your stretch. And then breathing out, see if you can melt into the mat. Two more breaths, using them however your body wants. And then put your hand that's on the lower leg, the leg on the mat, and slide it down to hold it in place. And then let your lifted leg open to the side and just catch it wherever it feels good in this moment of your life. And with each breath, again, let go. Soften the body, open the body, and just breathe. And one or two more deep breaths, relaxing the face and the jaw. And in your time, bend your knee, tuck the toes behind the opposite leg, and let the knee cross the body so your hips can stack for a twist. And then you can look away from your knees. And place your hands wherever it's going to be most supportive in this moment, where it feels good and caring. Can you relax your grip or your jaw? One more deep breath. And then gently come back to center. And one more stretch. We're going to flex our feet, cross your legs as if you're sitting in a chair, and hold on to your shins and gently rock. So you're going to open up the glutes on the outside. You did a lot in your standing work for your glutes. So just breathe and give them a little freedom. And then gently switch whichever leg's on top. Again, find your grip, holding your shins, flexing your feet. And then a little bit of a rock. And can you relax the jaw and the chest and the face? And in your own time, bend your knees and roll to one side and give yourself permission to rest on that side for a moment. So you can cradle your head or have your arms just be loose around your sides. And thank your body for all that you feel. Everything that it just did to support you strengthening and listening. And then one more breath, just grateful for the ground and your breath holding you up. When you're ready, you can use your top hand and press to come onto the balls of the feet. So let your heels lift off the mat and just stretch back. And then a nice deep breath. And feel all of your weight of your chest against your thighs. Feel that warm hug. See if you can relax your jaw. And with each breath, feel the back stretching as your belly really expands. And then heels can come down and inhale, lift up. Roll the back, roll the shoulders, and we'll separate the legs wide and 3 deep breaths. So feet come wide, knees bend, inhale, reach up. And exhale, dive down. 2 more times, breathe in, lift, energize. And exhale. Last time, inhale, feel your life. And exhale. Great job. I hope you feel super strong and like this helps you for your week.